not my man. You're not my man. You're a genius.
Yo.
Yo.
Shit, we got 4 on the floor.
Hey, you can hear us. You can see us just fine, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's good, gentlemen?
Oh, man.
How's it going?
It's good.
It's a struggle. It's been a while since we had an interview. The last interview we had, I did like a solo one in fucking Brooklyn.
Yeah.
But all right, man. Give me 2 seconds to make sure I got all the information I need up. This isn't gonna be like no hot ones bullshit. I ain't gonna be asking you no crazy questions. But
okay, I'm with all the bullshit.
I might.
We got the gotcha questions in the cut.
Yeah. I'm with the bullshit. All
right. So all right, I'm ready to rock. Y'all all good? Y'all all good to rock?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
yes, sir.
Let's get it.
All right, man. So I'm going to start off by saying we appreciate you jumping on to come chop it up with us here on the Not Your Man's podcast. I am John D. We got my man Walco with the glasses. We got my man Prince Perez at the bottom with the T-shirt. I don't know which square he's on for you, but introduce yourself, sir. Let everybody know who you are.
What's good, everybody? My name Twin Gambit. You know what I'm saying? You can't spell twin without a win in the middle. What's up?
I like that. Big energy. Yo, let's kick it off right though. First off, let's talk about the name, man. I'm a comic book nerd, but I want to know where you got the name from. What's the name stand for?
So since I was a kid, they called me Turbo.
Okay.
You feel me? As you know, Gambit's power is moving kinetic energy around.
Yeah.
Okay.
I could do it twice as well. And every bad hand I ever had, I set fire to it.
Hey,
Twin Gambit.
Hey, okay. Okay, that was okay. That was sly. Everybody gives us some funny ass names. We had names that people were named from eating everything in a taco as a child.
What?
We had some shit, man.
Yeah.
So the Turbo.
My other name, my R&B name is Suede Seville. You're gonna get an album of that soon.
Seville. So the Turbo, was the Turbo a nickname because you was like fast? So like,
I'm from Newark, New Jersey. I'll leave it right there.
Okay. All right.
Fair.
All right.
Fair.
Very fair.
Very fair. All right. Hey, man, nothing wrong with that. So let's get into it. So I'm going to get the music stuff out the way, and then we're going to get into some tangents and talk some bullshit and all that fun stuff. But,
True.
Hey, man, let's talk about this last EP, man. I had a good time with this EP. I really enjoyed myself. Let's fucking talk about it. Let's get into it, man. Let's get into the build of this.
Piece by piece. Let's do it.
Hey, man. Yo, so the start of it. So I remember, let's bring it back. So you started rocking a minute ago. Like it was a minute since we knew about your page, and you sent us something.
It was from some shit I did on SoundCloud. Me and my older brother.
It was like a year or so ago, probably, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and then
that shit ain't mixed at all.
but we didn't hate it.
Word.
Yeah, we didn't hate it, which is usually when stuff ain't mixed. That's when we stop giving it. We don't give a fuck. We're like, all right, we hate this already, so we're gonna trash this. So. You got away with that one, and you gave us a project that was fucking mixed on all streaming, not on SoundCloud only. You know what I'm saying? So let's talk about it. Let's talk about the progression from there to now, man.
Bro, I've been doing this shit since I was yay high to a fucking shit-stained grasshopper. You feel me? But I don't know, the last couple of years I started taking this shit real serious. I'm like, yo, I could just go find a studio and go get shit done. Like, it's not a question of the talent. I know what the fuck I'm doing at this point.
Yeah.
Like I know how to get on stage and do it versus recording and doing it. So I was like, all right, let me just make a whole project. Let me throw a quick little EP up. You know what I'm saying? Then I can just start from there. Mm-hmm. Once I get there, figure out who like what sound, and then I could just build off of that. That's why I made the whole EP. Every song sounds entirely different than the one before or after. But it doesn't fuck up it. It doesn't feel like it's chopped out. It doesn't feel like where's this weird ass departure. It's just
it's not jarring.
Yeah, it's cohesive in a sense where you keep it together. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like even though it's different genres and shit like that, your vibe doesn't change. That gives it a bit of cohesiveness, which a lot of artists just sometimes can't do. Like it takes a while for artists to even unlock that. Like
most definitely.
You know what I'm saying? So it's good to have that kind of like solid sound, because once you have that, once you know what sounds good to you as far as you, then you can do whatever the fuck. Then you literally can do whatever you want.
Yep.
Yeah, but
that's when people start to get weird.
Hey, listen, but the weird shit is where the progress happens, bro. Yeah. That's where it happens. You know what I'm saying? Look at T.I.'s first album. Look at his second and his third.
Yeah.
You You know what I'm
And
saying?
you
Same
don't
with
learn
Juicy J.
unless you try. You don't learn unless unless you try that shit. Like some people, they do it the wrong way. They just shoot for the stars on some stupid like it's popping. And some people are like, yo, let me learn what's popping. Let me study what's popping. Let me actually dive into it because there's more to it than just going, I could do this and being like a child and just fucking copy paste and seeing how it works and not like fitting your voice or your own fucking style to it. But yeah,
Right.
That's because that shit's soulless when they do it that way.
yeah. That's
Exactly.
that's where we come in. We come in to stop that shit. We come in to let people
That's a fact.
cut
I mean,
that
it's
shit out.
always good to get out of your comfort zone too. You know, to
We don't want to get stale.
yeah, you don't
Yeah.
want to be stagnant, and I think that's very unique. Not a lot of artists are cognizant of that. You know, like I'm good at this, so I'm gonna keep doing this. Whereas sometimes if you step out of your comfort zone, it might be successful. You might find something else that you could actually tap into.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
And honestly, we see it a lot. Like, there's a lot of artists that, like, even some like top artists. I hate to drop his name, but it hurts all of us. But look at like artists like you got Kid Cudi. He was good at doing what he could do, but you never really saw him stray outside of the sad boy hummy hum stuff. He just tried to reinvent it every time, and it never really.
That's the thing. My fault, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, it's all good. It's all good.
That's the thing with his shit. Kid Cudi, that's his lane.
Yeah.
He literally between Kid Cudi and T-Pain. We'll add Lil Wayne in there after that, but Kid Cudi and T-Pain 15 years ago is what everybody sounds like now.
Yeah.
From the
Fact.
aesthetic
Very true.
to sonically.
Very true.
But see, the
But
thing
also like
Kid
where
Cudi couldn't
T-Pain,
get
he
out of it
evolved.
then.
Yeah.
T-Pain
Yeah.
can do anything.
Yeah.
T-Pain
evolved over the years. Whereas
Kid Cudi
Cudi is still
never
kind of
changed.
yeah, he's still in that same like I mean, you listen to like what's that, the other side of the moon or whatever that shit is called. Like that album was dope.
Yeah,
and
Man
then
on the Moon 1 and
it
2.
follows up. Yeah, both of them, both Men on the Moons. But then you got the other ones that came out, like his last project. It was just like, okay,
Last
this is
one.
Man on the Moon,
Yeah.
part 3, pretty much.
It was exactly
I don't
what
want
you
to hear this
expected
anymore.
from him.
Yeah.
Nothing new.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
you
But
know,
it's not
whereas
like The Weeknd. The Weeknd can do the same shit over and over. We're gonna love it because The Weeknd's gonna reinvent how it sounds.
Yeah. And
Kid
no
Cudi's
one's
just
gonna
kinda-
ever sound like no one
it's
can
about
Never
do
lay
it.
evolving.
lanes. Kid Cudi's on
Right.
the same highway. Kid
Yeah.
Cudi's on the same highway, but he's sitting in the middle of the lane, whereas The Weeknd's on the same highway, just weaving in and out of them.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I like that analogy.
Yeah, it's very true, and a lot of people get stuck in like it comes to a point too. What I usually assess from it, like 'cause, I fuck with music too. I know a bunch of artists and shit like that. It comes down to like what piques your interest. If you're an artist and you only listen to yourself, you are limiting yourself. And I'm not saying
Those are the type of dudes
don't
that tell you,
bite.
I didn't
like
make this
biting
video.
is the worst, but like yo, you can get inspired by someone else. Like you know what I'm saying?
Or you could
I like
listen to
folk
other
bands.
music and
Yo.
study.
Exactly.
I like folk bands,
There's
like the
so
Cardigans.
much.
It's my
There
shit.
you
You
go.
feel me? Like you get in my whip, you don't know what the fuck you might hear. You might pull up and see me and be like, I wonder what he's gonna play. And next thing you know, you got Master of Puppets coming out my speaker. Like, what the fuck is this? And I'm like, yo, chill out.
And that's but that's
Hey,
Don't worry about it.
You get in my way, you might hear some Taylor Swift, man.
Hey,
Bro, Taylor Swift is dope.
yo,
That's what I'm saying, yo.
I
You
My
just
shit-
never know, man.
I never appreciated pop until I started really producing.
See, yo, that's a whole different element,
And
bro.
what's crazy is the thing that people, they may think pop is annoying and this and that should always get stuck in your head because there is science behind that.
It's a science,
Yeah,
yeah.
because
There is
they're
a
using the same,
full
they use the same
laboratories.
binaural frequency.
They're
That's what
using
they're doing.
frequencies, but they're
842
also using,
hertz.
Like, all
There's a
sorts of
school in
sounds.
Norway for this.
Yo, there's
Like,
all
there's
sorts of-
literally a school for all the pop. Like, yo, I was looking into this because now that I'm like really doing music, I can actually go check sound scans and shit.
Yeah.
With my account, bro, you see the same fucking names on
Yes.
all of these credits, yo.
Yes, there's
And
so
they're
many
all
things,
Sweden,
like so
Norway.
many things you have to, and you'll like just being an artist, like I only listen to this type of shit. You're never gonna break out that shell unless you
Word.
want to learn that shit, and that's what's crazy. Like even now, I love this era of the lo-fi stage of now hip hop. Lo-fi is fucking booming, and there's a reason lo-fi is booming because lo-fi now is so perfected that it's starting to become like pop, where even the smallest samples of like a high-pitched girl tweaked and all that stuff just touches your brain a certain way that you hear anything, you're like, I love this. Before it even starts, you hear the sample, you're like, the song slaps. You don't even care what the kid's talking about, and like that shit is science, bro. Like it's science.
It's kind of cheating.
It
Yo,
is,
I
it
could
almost
spark,
is.
I could
If you
spark
do.
this L on the podcast, right?
Yeah, enjoy yourself.
All right, hold on. Let me grab my lighter. Give me one.
Enjoy
you good, bro.
Enjoy yourself. It's the Disney podcast.
Yeah, this is the dad cast.
Yo, fact. This is the dad cast. I will not.
Can't see him, but I got my. Yeah, no, me neither. Not right now.
I will not be sparking anything on this.
My fault.
No,
I left my lighter. You know what I'm saying? I only
good.
use one lighter for this shit. That's El Diablo Blanca. You know what I'm saying? That's the white devil right there. But her name's Svetlana because she's from Russia. I don't
There
know.
you go. He's breaking the myth of like the white lighters?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, isn't that the, what is that, the 23 club or whatever?
27.
27.
27. Y'all have white
Oh,
lighters
fuck.
on them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which is
27
wild.
club.
That's
a young age, bro.
That's some
27 is a
Illuminati
fucking
fucking
young age.
That's some I feel like
Yeah.
that's like a game made by the Illuminati just messing with us. They're like, oh, he's 27, put this lighter on him after we kill this artist and take.
I
over
think
the
there
world.
was something. Some of them though are just like myths because the white bakes weren't even a thing. Or some of them, I can't remember the name exactly.
Peep this. Think about the 27 Club. What the fuck has most people accomplished at 27? Look at where they were as far as history. We're talking about a bunch of 20-something-year-olds. When you think about it,
Yeah.
like
it's
they're
crazy.
just entering the late 20s. They're just becoming adults.
If you think about it, that's
Yeah.
kind of like that's kind of like the image that's used now to kind of like rotten the youth, like ruin them, because they think that they have to now.
The James Dean theory.
They
Live
ha-
fast,
Yeah.
die young, leave
Yeah,
a
they
really
feel like
beautiful
they
corpse.
have to, like they're like, oh shit, I'm about to be 21. If I'm not successful in the next year, I'm
Step
gonna
on the
die.
gas.
Yeah,
Right.
You know, I have to do anything by any means possible, and it's like there's a lot of ways you can take it, but I mean, it ain't healthy. It's
Word.
scary, you know, it's scary, but. Hey, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, but yo, those 27 club casts, man, they fucking them impacts are real.
Yeah. Yeah.
Impacts because we're still hearing about it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we grew up hearing about it. We're still hearing about it. It's fucking crazy. It's to the point where now they're trying to throw people in that mix now.
Yeah.
Well,
And they all
nowadays the
died
rappers
before
are.
we were thoughts, except for Amy Winehouse, bless the dead.
Oh man, I'm so upset. Her and Nas were working on something and it didn't come out.
Bro, fuck that. Did you hear that the whole thing she did with Salam Remy? Her whole demo tape was with Salam Remy, bro.
Insane. But you know, we lose the greats. I mean, we guess we didn't deserve it at the time. She
Word.
was always dope. Nah, but either way, anyways, though, back on this music tip.
We said tangents.
Yeah, oh
Right.
yeah, there's always gonna be tangents. Especially me. I'm lost today. My mind is scrambled. I ain't sleeping like 2 days. But anyways, that's how I'm living. So back to this project. I want to know personally, like, how's the reception for this project for you right now?
Everybody who's heard it all the way through, that's why I made it 15 minutes, because everybody got short ass attention span.
Oh,
15
yes.
minutes is like, yo, just throw this on the car on the way to the store or some shit.
Yeah.
Bro, everyone's fucking with it, but there's 2 songs that are getting the most reception. The ones that are getting spoken about to me is Cowboys
Okay.
and One in the Wake Up.
Okay. With Vicky Karma on there. Okay.
Yeah, bro. I don't know why, but Cowboys is just, it's just mad ignorant, and I like making ignorant.
It's my favorite.
The best type of music. The best type of music. It's
But-
all the time.
But on the low, everything I wrote in the whole album. All right, let me break this whole way down.
Yeah,
real
go
quick.
for it. It's that time. It's the window
So-
to do it, man. Go for it.
Mhm.
It's a fact.
So the album is called Two Impossible.
Okay.
If you look, it's a tarot card in the background.
Yeah.
That tarot card is the magician. The way his fingers are, it's like the Baphomet. It's what's above is below. 2, he's in the middle. There's the possible. Look over his head. There's an 8 for infinity. It's the Mobius strip. There's the possible. You feel me? Look on the table. There's a wand. There's a sword. There's a chalice. There's a fire. 1, 2, possible. You need fire for all of them. Right? So the way I wrote the whole album, basically every line or every other line throughout the entire album is a double entendre. You're gonna hear what you want to hear.
Okay,
So,
that's
hey.
what made it. See, shit like that is interesting. That's that. I'm gonna call it that really when you start to take shit serious hunger, bro. I'm gonna tell you
That's
now,
cerebral.
it burns out after a bit. I probably got a little bit left in
dig
my
it,
artist
I dig
days. I'm probably like on fumes right now, but no, that's fire though. This makes me want to run it back now just so I can really dive into it.
Same. Now I'm with the list. I'm
Yeah,
driving.
see, that gives
Like-
me a reason because I've been
like,
bumping
look.
it. I've been bumping it. I fuck with it. And honestly, if you out here double entendre like that, you should definitely send this to fucking Rap Seminar. Let Rap Seminar do they.
That's what I'm about to do. Mag was yo first. Shout out to King Magnetic. That's my man,
The
yo.
man.
That's my man.
Got
That's
that
man.
wild
I fuck with
energy.
King Magnetic.
Got that
Yeah,
wild
absolutely.
energy, bro.
Oh, we
man's
got a
got
track we
wild
putting on for the next one for the
Oh my God.
week and weekly too.
He screams out like the energy that I resonate with, like that. Just you're
Bro.
a big goon wherever you go.
Listen, let me tell you something about Mag. All right, I know Mag. He's not fucking rapping, bro. That nigga you hear rapping, that's how he talks. It's like, yo, I listen to it and I'm just like, everyone thinks he's rhyming. He's just sitting in the car with me right now.
Yeah,
like, this is really how he talks.
Oh, when we spoke to him, we were like, "Oh, this energy, you can't make this up."
Yeah.
This dude,
Real.
this dude is
Real.
wild. He came in hot when we interviewed him. We were like, "Bro, Mag is a wild dude." And I actually, one of my homeboys, he went on a tour with Mag, and he was just like, "Bro."
Who was it, GQ?
Nah, my boy Alpha Male from Long Island, from out here. They did like a little tour thing. He had him on his album and shit like that. This is probably like 3-4 years ago. And he was just telling me, he was like, "Bro, Mag is wild, bro." And I'm like, "Oh man, I get it." Like I've known about Mag since like the Pharaohs days and shit like that. But I'm like, yo, his energy is crazy.
He be making me have to step it up. Every time I get on a song with him, I'm like, yo, you're not about to out-rap me, nigga. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Right, he's wild
shit.
aggressive.
That's that veteran shit too. And that's what I like about Mag. Like he carries himself like the way vets should. You know what I'm saying? He not out here trying to bash everything. He not out here on no bullshit. He just doing what he likes to do. He like, oh, I rap. I can get paid for this. Let me do this. You know what I'm saying?
Do it.
Yeah, he
And keeps him out of trouble.
That's
Word.
That's
Word.
and which is dope. Yo, we know a lot of them elder heads that do that shit too, like Vanderslices like that, because they need it. Like some people, like there's true students to it, and there's people who are literally born and raised, you know, to the hip hop shit. Yeah, so it's
Bro, look, I got a code upstairs. My father owned there was a record store in Jersey named Cedric's. My father owned this record store. I have so many baby pictures with like fucking Barry White and Whitney Houston and shit.
fire.
Like, so I really grew up, bro. There's a boombox right there.
Hey.
It says life at 200 decibels.
There you go.
It's real. Like I grew up in this shit for real.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
and people don't get that. Like there's a certain amount of authenticity, and like I tell people all the time, like when I do the reviews and shit like that, I will always be first to be like, yo, this shit don't feel real to me. It feels fake. It feels forced. And people like want to question. I'm like, bro, like I grew up in New York. I grew up part of the old school hardcore scene and hip hop scene. Like I know.
Yeah. So you remember Can't Kill Yourself?
Yo.
Oh,
we gonna do
Yeah,
that.
CKY, yeah.
CKY.
But that was the fun stuff. I'm talking like the old school, like the punk rock, the CBGB's days, the Agnostic Front, all that shit. And I'm like, yo,
You sound like Black Flag.
yeah,
I got you.
Oh, yo, come on.
I could dig it.
Yeah,
I could dig it, sir.
Yeah, so I'm just like, yo, I come from like that era of like where it was just raw, authentic shit to the point where it's affected my whole life. It's affected my politics. It's affected how I just carry myself and all that. So
Yeah, 'cause
it is
music
what
is
it is.
power, bro. It's power.
Yeah, and people just like, oh, so all this, and I'm like, bro, when you grew up in those scenes and you grew up like in seeing the backpacking era really come to New York and all sorts of stuff like that, authenticity, like New York is the place back in the day where they tell you, you know what I'm saying? You couldn't do shit in New York without being authentic. You couldn't go try to rap on a corner with somebody if you didn't look authentic. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
so it's like, bro, no one's about to test my car, bro. I got my stripes. I'm like, yo, but we can hear it in your voice. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it's the thing. It's like a sound
yeah.
where you can't. It won't come out of you naturally if it's not a part of your natural reverberation.
Exactly.
It's gonna sound forced as fuck.
Exactly. And that
Soulless. We just said that earlier.
And it's like, no matter how much we live in a generation of like actors and like, everybody really puts on a good show, they really try to paint it because we saw the hipster era. So hipsters, they're the first to really bring that
Was rough.
that fake energy around us. And this is just the second generation of it. These new cats, the youth, are just doing what the hipsters did. Oh, I knew this. Oh, I listened to this before you did. I'm gonna Google search stuff no one's heard of in the 90s.
It's like, all right, cool. Enjoy the music. Can I get some?
Yeah, facts. And it's like that kind of fucking energy is like, bro, you can't act certain things. And that's the one thing that these young kids get real, like when we shit on them on our page, that's when they come after us. Like, they
Bro, listen. I actively I read all the reviews y'all niggas do, bro. Like, I don't fuck with Instagram. I don't be posting shit.
No,
but every time I'm on, I promise you, I'm looking at whatever review y'all just wrote. Bro, when these motherfuckers get the nah, but they just get the nah and they don't read why.
Oh yeah.
They just get mad, and I'm like, yo.
They just see the red stamp and jump to the
That's
comments.
it.
They don't
That's
even
it.
like the.
I read the review and I'll go listen to it. Like, let me see if I agree with this. Maybe I do. Maybe I don't. Usually it's like, all right, I see the points here, but I see what I like about it. I see what can be sellable about it. But there's some motherfuckers. Oh man, the ones who be doing the sad. What was that guy? The last one who you said the shit was not mixed at all, and he just kept saying the same. It was like a 4-piece or some shit. It was just.
Oh wait, I think it was was it the one? I think I know which one you're talking about.
It was only a couple days ago.
Shit, I'm trying to remember. Oh no, there was that one yelling one. There was that long one where that kid was doing all the emo screaming and shit. That one. He was and that shit was weird, bro. Like, you can't do that for an entire project, bro. Like,
you can. There's a place for everybody.
Yeah, Donovan Raven shit.
This ain't that. this ain't the parking garage for that.
What's crazy is, like, that's another thing too. Like, we did a project with his like a year ago, and it was solid. We were like, yo, this kid can rap. He's young. He's a young cat, very young dude. And I'm like, all right, this is solid. And he was kind of like diving into the whole like, all right, I'm gonna start rocking all black. I'm gonna start getting on his golf shit. I'm like, we all went to high school, whatever. So.
Word.
And then I hear this project, and I'm like, oh, he lost in the salt. Like, he is lost.
I bet he got himself.
Bro.
Man's got himself a big titty goth girl.
Yo, he's gone.
Yeah,
yup.
And
he was
lost his damn mind.
Dude, it's to the point where, like, the project has, like, the evil picture on the front. It's called, like, When the Sky Bleeds. Every song's about suicide.
Nah. You know what? Nah. Let me take my stand back. I can't say shit about it because my background cover is a goddamn tarot card. You feel me?
Nah, bro.
Like,
but
it's realistic, you know.
Bro, you want to see some funny shit? Do you see this? You know what this is?
Is that a lizard?
It's a fucking skink, a blue-tongued skink.
What is happening right now?
What the fuck is a skink?
A skink.
It's
a lizard that's about the size of your forearm.
Okay.
For scale. For scale.
I can tell you exactly what happened with Donovan. He fucked one bitch that had tapestries in her room and crystals and shit, and he lost his goddamn mind. I'm telling you, that's what happened.
Lost his mind.
That's some Erica. That's some Erica Badu pussy.
Yo, facts.
Bro,
yeah,
listen,
exactly.
From Spencer's.
Don't speak on Miss Badu.
Yo, the queen.
The queen will come in here and possess the fuck out of you. You'll be smelling Erica Badu pussy incense for 7 days of your life.
We'd buy all her candles and her incense.
I was already thinking about it.
Yo, you ever see that review, that nigga who ate it? That shit was mad funny, but...
Wait, what?
She made candles that incense that apparently.
Oh, I know about the incense, but
so some dude
what?
posted a video and he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna do a review," and he started eating them shit. So he was like, "That shit was mad funny." And he was like, 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10 would eat again.
Yo, high key, I've been going to shows my whole life. High key, Erykah Badu put on one of the best sets I've ever seen in my entire life. Stupid talented. People don't realize they think, oh, R&B and she always singing and shit, but like she puts on a hip hop set. Like that shit is a full event.
Erykah Badu is rapping like a 5%er since forever.
Yeah, since forever.
Forever.
And people sleep. People sleep. And I was
I don't know how they're not hearing it. I'm like, yo, the songs that are on the radio, do y'all know what the fuck she's saying? Because if you did, I promise you it would be on the radio.
Yeah.
Like,
oh yeah, it's crazy because like
you can't deny the vibe.
I always argued with people because like I would always be like, they always talk about, and no disrespect to Miss Lauryn Hill, but I was like, yo, Erykah Badu smokes her 10 times out of 10, and everybody would always.
Lauryn Hill's catalog is too small to compare Erykah Badu. That's it.
Her catalog's too small. She don't put on a live show like her, and she don't even own her shit. So it's like, get her out of here. Like,
She don't even show up to live show.
Erykah Badu has children with the 3 best rappers to ever touch a pen in the discussion.
Yo, she's out of here, bro. She's out here.
There's something different about that one, bro. I tell you what.
Yo, different. 3 different types of South too.
three generations
well,
of it.
no, 2 South, but 2 Southern, and then
No, bro. DOC is from Texas. Jay Electronica is from fucking Louisiana. And
Andre.
3000 is from
Did
Georgia.
she fuck with Common too?
Yep.
Yeah,
Look
she
what happened to
fuck with
him.
Common.
Throw him on
Midwest.
that.
Common's Midwest. Common's
Oh,
Midwest.
he's Midwest. Yeah, throw him
But
on
look
that
what
list
happened to
too.
Common. Look what happened to him. Exactly. He said, I can't rap no more.
He hasn't rapped about anything but love since.
Yeah, she turned him out. She turned him
Had them
out.
all wearing bow ties and shit. Yo, it's crazy, but like she's the truth. Like I've seen her so many times, and I'm like, yo, she's never let me down. And I've seen Lauryn Hill let me down a million times, and I'm just like, bro, why are we comparing? Where's Erica's Flowers, bro? Why are we not giving her
Roots. The Roots put on one of the best shows I've ever seen.
fire? Dude,
Bro, Black Thought is on
separately and as a unit. They are all
Bro, it was
stupid
nuts.
talented.
He was on stage for 3.5 hours. Like,
freestyling about
he didn't
anything.
stop moving.
Freestyling and being in shape.
Yeah, I'm like, yo,
Killing it.
he's really performing right now.
Insane.
I'm like, damn.
Insane.
That was during the picnic. I saw that
First
shit.
of all, Black Thought is in my top 5 lyricists all time.
Nigga, Black Thought is in Black Thought's top 5
Yo.
lyricists of all time. That's the only honestly matters.
Whenever people
And he's the first 3 slots.
people
Right?
bring it up, and I'm just like, bro, I don't need to put him on a list because Biggie got at him. Give him his respect. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Nah,
give him
you
his
know,
respect.
I think his illest verse, the illest verse I think I ever heard from him was his verse on Singing Man. That was one of the hardest verses I ever heard in my life. Ever.
Very insane.
Ever.
Yeah, he's disgusting, bro. He's fucking. He can do it all. He's nice. But that's
His verse on Crowns for King, Benny the Butcher.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I'll be afraid. I'll be afraid to get up on one of my records, bro.
That's the kind of discussion I'm trying to enter. Where this discussion happens, it's like, yeah, but Twin Gambit, that nigga right there with the pen. That's how I'm trying to get it.
Hey, you gotta work. Hey, that's it. Hey, why not? You got the energy for it. Fuck it. Keep getting after it, bro. Your pen is crazy. Like, get after it, bro. That's how it's supposed to be. But that's another thing. Like, with this generation, it's not even. Is it even worth it to fucking have a pen anymore and be competitive?
Nah, it is. Cause look, I wrote it for us to listen to.
Yeah, facts.
I wrote it for them to vibe to.
Yeah, facts.
So where your brain is at is what you're gonna hear. Listen, at the end of Cowboys, I said, cause of the boom. I said, lost in the scene, it's serene. I said, the sound so silent ain't you seen, cause of the boom stick. You ain't peeped the irony. Yeah. It's like now it's like, oh wait, what? It's like, I thought he was having a shootout. Nah, nigga, I'm holding the boomstick over you. Can't hear a fucking sound.
Yep.
See, I like when people break down their lyrics because it's like you get a real taste of like where they was going with their metaphors because music is very subjective.
Yeah.
So where I would take that metaphor, right? Where I would take that metaphor, I would have probably took it a different route. But you break it down and you actually get the meaning of what somebody is really like. What was their thought process when they wrote that bar? Yo, it is. That's
why we
special.
got beautiful
Context.
things like Genius.com and shit like that. Man.
Listen, I wrote this to get on Genius. I'm verified on Genius, and I don't have no lyrics up there yet.
Yo, you need to. Yo, you gotta
when they get a hold of this, they gonna be like, "Wait, what the fuck?"
Sometimes you gotta upload your shit quick, man, because sometimes they fuck your stuff up. So, I know you fucking heard of Rome Streets. So, Rome Streets, he so he was he was on West Side Guns Project, and he high key stole the song, and someone uploaded his lyrics incorrect, like wrong on Genius. They fucked his lyrics up. Yeah, I was like, damn. He was like, yeah, man, they fucked my shit up, and he was just like, yeah, but you got to get on there quick too. You got to take control of your shit on there, because sometimes people. Fans, them crazy fans will start doing that shit.
Hey,
but like,
nah. When the first time you heard Fifth Dimension, did you hear it on headphones in the car? Where were you when you heard it first?
I listened to when I did it. I listened to in my on my monitors.
All right, so you heard the panning going on, right?
Yeah. I got the good setup. I built my own little studio where in my apartment, so I chill. I record. I do everything in here, so I got the good sound.
Word.
So when I do my reviews, if I'm saying some shit sounds bad, just know I heard.
It sounds bad.
Yeah, just know
I heard everything.
Yeah, and I'm learning like how to engineer and shit too, so I catch everything now. I'm just like, yo.
Listen. I went to school for audio engineering for like 2 semesters. I didn't really learn too much more than I already knew from being in the studio all the time. But let me tell you what, it fucked up my ability to listen to music for like a good couple years.
Oh yeah.
Cause I'm like, oh my god, they mixed that shit horrible. You hear that fucking hi-hat? Oh, bring the fucking attack down.
The smallest things, they start to fuck with you, and you're like, oh my god. Then you start to feel like a snob. Then you're like, oh boy, I don't want to be this guy.
But it worked out for me. Listen, I use that shit.
Your music sounds better.
So I can hear it. Like, all right, Pete, the first 4 bars of Fifth Dimension, I ain't even got to think twice. So it means what you see ain't your average. I'm on top of every line that you divide. You'll get 8, so I figured the infinity is 16. That's how you write a punchline. That's how the fuck I started that shit. If you look, it's on the cover. There's an 8 on top of his head. Yeah. Just a figure 8. But if it's a figure, like in math and it's written right there, you just see the 8 with the dot right next to it. It's on top of every line. Divide. Man, I'm doing math and shit.
But people, that's why you got to send your shit to Rap Seminar. You got to let him digest. You got to stress him out.
That'll be good, bro.
He be doing real good analytics. He finds everything. He finds alliterations, like internal rhyme, all sorts of shit.
Oh,
metaphors. And he'll be stressed out. Like you'll stress him out.
Well, shit, John, what was your favorite track on there?
For me, my favorite track, I honestly, just based off of a pacing standard, I like the intro because of how aggressive you started the project. And I'm a big fan of like pacing. So like if you start off because you started it off fire for me, I'm like the rest of this has to be fire, and it never let up. So for me, I fuck with the intro, but I like the whole thing. I mean, it's short enough to where I've been bumping it. Like, you know, I get my VR boxing and my home workouts on, you know, and I throw that on there because it's short enough to bump it like that. But if I had to choose, the first song gets the most emotion out of me because it's like, all right, now we're getting started. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
Let's get pumped.
Yeah.
Word.
So
James,
it triggers that. What about you?
Cowboys.
Cowboys?
Oh, absolutely.
Why do you like Cowboys so much?
I don't know, bro. It's hard. I was in my car thinking about swerving into traffic and shit.
Sometimes when I do reviews and I'm in my car, it depends on the some projects I'm like, I can't listen to this while I'm driving because you get like hostile, bro.
Yeah, fucking pull over, motherfucker.
And I'm a peaceful dude. You know what I'm saying? I read a lot. I like to get my Buddhism on and shit like that. And that shit sometimes shit will make you want to, start getting aggressive.
You gotta have a little bit of peace with a little bit of ignorance. You feel me?
Yo, fact. Yeah, because that's balance, man, or else we'll go crazy, bro. We need both. We need, we're men. We're creatures of destruction and building, bro. We gotta have balance.
P, what about you? What song was you fucking with?
Honestly, I'm gonna keep it a whole buck with you. I haven't gotten to your project yet. I heard the intro. The intro was like, I rewound the intro like 3 times, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. I haven't gotten past the intro. After I get off here, I'm definitely gonna listen to it in its entirety. The thing is, all right, so I just reviewed Rome Street's album. And I'm stuck on it right now. Like I'm literally stuck on it.
It's one of them projects you just like, goddamn.
Yeah, it's just so much going on with Rome Street's album that it was just like I couldn't like I had to review like 3 other albums
and it fucked it up.
and my whole reviews was off. I was just I wasn't in the right mindset. I wasn't in the right vibe. Everything was just.
I dig it. Because listen, I've been bumping. Yo, for the record, Juicy J is my favorite rapper in the whole fucking world.
There you go.
Like that's just a fact. Period. Like
I can fuck with that energy.
He a legend.
Juicy J. Juicy, no, nigga, no. Juicy J back when he was on Hypnotized Minds, my nigga.
He's a legend.
Before, bruh. What? Chicken. Him and Project Pat.
Yo.
Nigga, what?
Me, I'm one of those people like I rock with Juicy J, but I'm one of those people that like when I hear people try to disrespect him, I'm like, don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like
all,
I don't mean
I listen to Juicy J when I need to
to
pick me up. There's like 3 artists that I listen to. Juicy J is one of them.
Yep.
Like he's just the perfect person to like get into like, oh man, I need to get hyped real quick.
Yeah.
I'm about to go to a party. Like
Juicy J can't.
Yeah, bro. Yo, Juicy J. I like Juicy J a lot, man. Yeah, that's crazy. And it's crazy because I live in Nashville now, and everybody out here is like it's either Yo Gotti or Juicy J. Out here it's just and it's crazy. Everybody in Nashville loves Juicy, bro.
I'm not mad at it. I ain't mad at it, man. Yeah, Juicy J's the truth.
Juicy J's got that energy all the time too.
Yeah, he's always since forever. He's always had it.
He's like tailored for Taylor
Juicy
Gang.
J is
No
almost
pun
50
intended.
years old. Do you
No
realize
pun
that?
intended.
Facts.
Bro, he's still wild as fuck.
Juicy J is
Facts.
almost
And
Juicy J
he
is somebody's
still put out-
grandfather.
he probably got great grandkids. Yo, and
No.
his last project still bangs with the current. You know what I'm saying? He's hung out with the generation.
No. The current bangs with Juicy J.
Oh,
my
yeah,
nigga.
facts,
His music
facts,
has not
correct,
changed since
facts,
1995.
You're right. You're right.
It's 2020, and everybody's doing their best Juicy J impersonation. The same way everyone in R&B is trying to be Michael Jackson. Juicy fucking J.
Look at how like a lot of the rappers out right now. They're like, oh, what does Juicy say? Shut the fuck up!
It's true though. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. Like when I listened to that project, I was like, yo, I jumped into it like knowing I was gonna enjoy it.
Did you hear Conway on Juicy J's track?
Yeah.
Nigga. The last two people I ever expected to hear on the track
And
was
I
Wait a
rocked
minute.
with
It
it.
was amazing.
And I rocked with it,
Nigga,
bro.
I had to pull over. I was in the car. I had to pull over.
Yo, honestly,
Yep.
yo,
I
you wanna
was
get some real
swerving
shit?
traffic.
You know what's crazy? Yo, you're 100% right when it's the young cats trying to bang with him, because on that album, the songs that I hated the most were the ones with the new age cats. Like I didn't like the Young Dolph one because of Young Dolph. I didn't. They don't, bro. Even someone who I used to look up to as an artist, and I thought he was the truth. I thought he was gonna change hip hop. Shit the bed on there. ASAP Rocky came on there weak compared to him, bro.
But that's the thing though. ASAP Rocky is not tailored for a song like
Nigga,
to
last
get
time
on a
A$AP
song with
Rocky
Juicy
was on
J.
the song with Juicy J. Pimp C was on the song. I don't want to hear that shit.
Yo,
Tell
facts.
me, because that, bro, A$AP Rocky was on a song with two fucking legends from the South. Two. And it wasn't even a single.
Yeah.
It was a B-side
It was a
cut
B-side
on an album.
cut. Yeah, fact. It's crazy. And then you got probably my favorite song on that whole project, the one with J-Rock and Project Pat, bro. Like, are you kidding me?
Yo, J-Rock came. I was like, wait, hold the
J-Rock
fuck up.
has been
Wait,
the
who?
truth since forever. And I hate that people don't give him his flowers because he was on a group.
90059 is the best album that came out on
Bro.
TD.
Dude,
Period. Period. Real shit.
I respect it.
Yeah,
I respect it.
Like Absol taught all of them how to write a song. J-Rock perfected it like a
Yo.
motherfucker. You can hear it, bro.
J-Rock
Everyone
is the
sounds like Absol back when
Thank
he was
you.
long term into
I was just
You know
about to
what?
say that.
I really
Everyone
like-
except for
yeah.
J-Rock sounds like Absol. Everyone. Kendrick sounds like a more intellectual one. Schoolboy sounds like a more hood version of him. J-Rock sounds like J-Rock.
Yeah,
That's
definitely.
Out of them, J-Rock sounds like J-Rock, and he's never changed. And he can
Never.
rap on anything. Like
Yo, first of all, the first time I ever heard J-Rock was on Mad Kid. Mad Kid, Good Kid, Mad City.
So the
That-
first
There you
time
go.
what's crazy is
Yeah.
the first time I heard of J-Rock was one of the first times I heard Kendrick, and it was way back in the day. Kendrick was on a Tech 9 track and all sorts of shit like that. This is way back in the day. And then I saw J-Rock. I went to a Tech 9 show, and the clearest memory I got, mid-set, J-Rock did a full backflip. Like a standing, microphone in hand, standing in place. And I saw him in Jersey. It was at this big venue.
Oh, so
everywhere.
he basically got his Chris Brown on.
But it was like in the middle of a hype song. Like it was like a party, like old school song. And he just standing in
J-Rock,
place,
listen.
just backflip while he was on the mic. And I was like,
saw
who is this
J-Rock
guy?
one time.
What the fuck did I just see?
J-Rock is not a little nigga.
No.
He's a big dude.
And he just
He's built.
backflipped,
He's
bro.
built.
And I was like, what
Yeah.
is happening? And I was like, I got to know who this is. And then I jumped into his catalog like that, literally that night. I was like, yo, let me download a bunch of music. And I was like, this dude is the truth. Like, how come I've never heard of this dude? And I've been a fan since.
J-Rock made Money Trees a J-Rock song featuring Kendrick on that nigga.
Yo, bro. First of all, I listen to Money Trees because the
his
song is
verse-
fire to
but his verse
begin
is
with. But his
fire.
verse, when he comes in,
Yep.
like
Yep.
it's just crazy,
Yep.
man. First of all, that whole album is a classic.
Yeah.
But J-Rock probably has my favorite feature on that album by
Oh,
far.
yeah. His feature was
By far.
insane. His
By
feature
far.
was insane.
Talk about
And that's
stealing
saying
the
something
show.
because Drake is on there, and you got Dre, you got a whole bunch of other people on there.
J-Rock's
Yeah,
skill
J-Rock.
set is different. It's different, bro.
different.
It's
Yeah,
different.
Definitely,
different.
It's
definitely,
different.
It is different.
definitely.
Yeah, but it's J-Rock's the truth, man. He's the truth, bro. He had some. He said some wild shit on that song. What was the "Ain't No Turkey on Thanksgiving"?
Yeah.
My
Ain't no
homeboy just
turkey on
domed the
Thanksgiving.
nigga.
Yeah.
Just those
Lord,
niggas,
give him-
yeah.
Damn.
He was going off, bro.
Yeah,
Talking about government cheese. He was talking nice, bro. On a song
he
about
was.
Money Tree.
He's
Yeah,
getting
talking
real
nice.
spicy. Real spicy.
Yeah, man. I rock with that, man. Yeah, J-Rock's the truth. Speaking of that, yo, where is Kendrick?
Kendrick is somewhere on an island
is
getting
somewhere
checks.
meditating under a fucking waterfall.
He's somewhere
Not
just
being
collecting
touched by the
checks
water.
right now.
He's
man.
probably still collecting his check from like that one Katy Perry song. Like
Yeah.
Bro,
No, he dropped Control and disappeared.
No, he dropped How to Pimp a Butterfly and disappeared.
Oh yeah.
Facts.
He was just
every
like,
time he
I said
drops
what I
something,
had to say.
disappears.
He's been going
Yeah,
for
that's
it.
what
He just
three?
gave up.
For what 3? When did Damn come out? Was that 3 years ago?
3 years now.
That was yeah, that's right.
He's
That's
been gone
right.
for
Damn, what's his last
Listen, he has
project?
a Pulitzer Prize. He can do the fuck he wants.
Facts.
Pulitzer Prize
For
winner
3
Kendrick
years,
Lamar.
he's been
That's
gone.
not
He
his
hasn't
rap
given
name.
us
That's his government.
Anything. Yo, facts. He's given us just like two. I think in the last 3 years, maybe 2 features. That's crazy. He's gone. He's living.
And those were probably old.
Bro, you can say Mark Twain and Kendrick Lamar in the same sentence, and no one can doubt.
And no one can say shit. I'm not mad.
Yeah.
At
That's historical.
Yeah.
I'm not
You're
Yeah,
like, oh,
that's-
you don't like Mark Twain? Here, listen to some Kendrick Lamar. Put this on in your fucking Civic and rock out.
Yo,
There you
facts.
go. American history, bitch.
Yeah.
And nobody
Oh,
can judge
man.
you.
I wish that would have happened while I was in high school when they try to get me to read some Huck Finn. I'll be like, I'm gonna listen to this To Pimp a Butterfly. Miss
Word.
Don't you tell me what the curriculum is. This is what I'm gonna do. That's
You gotta
crazy.
write a fucking essay.
You could.
Space, 500 words.
Wild, bro. That's rap for you. Rap is all over the place. People love rap and love to hate rap, and I love that. It's fucking.
It's definitely a love-hate relationship.
Yeah.
There's no middle ground with rap. It's either
No.
you like it or you don't. You know, it can't be no middle. It's like pumpkin pie. Like it's
Nah,
either
there's
you
so
like
many-
it or
Listen,
you don't.
let me-
You know what I'm
look,
saying?
look.
Like
Good shit.
there's no
Nah.
middle
Let
ground.
me tell you how far rap has come. All right, I went to the Movado store today to go get a watch. Right, I'm looking at watches. I'm debating between this nice little dope ass Ferrari watch and this movement shit. I guess it's called. Like, bro, this is what I wound up with. This shit. I was looking at them. I said, yo, I want to see that one on everything I love. I'm standing there, and Nipsey Hussle comes on in the background, and I'm like, God damn it, that's the watch I'm getting. I swear to you.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's just like, nah. All I heard was him say, "Hi, fuck niggas, they'll never learn." I'm like, yeah, I want that one. Like,
That's it. That's the one.
Hip-hop is
and the whole time I'm thinking, bro, I've been listening to Nipsey since like 09. Like, you play anything right now, I know it. Bro, I'm listening to Nipsey Hussle, who be gangbanging on everything in a upscale fucking watch store. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Talk about fuck niggas don't ever learn.
Yeah, yo, it's crazy, bro. Yo, it's
I got
crazy.
Karen over here to the right of me and fucking Stephanie with Bobby and John. Like,
Yeah.
Wait, sidebar. Is that the Timberland logo behind you?
nah, it's just a tree.
So Drew, what's that?
Okay.
What's that? The Druid horoscope tree?
Nah, it's just a tree.
That looks like that. That looks like the Druid. Looks like the Druid tree.
Nah, it's just a tree, yo.
Yo, you honestly, I asked the question. I thought we was gonna get like this whole elaborate, like, you know, story behind the tree and shit. Now I'm a little
Nobody's like,
disappointed
nah,
that it's just a tree on the
Nah, it's just a tree.
I'm a
You're
little
like, man,
disappointed.
this is made from real gold from the Netherlands, man.
Yeah, that's what I thought he was gonna give us like. I thought he was gonna give us like this Dave Chappelle-ish, like, you know, story, like this tree right here.
Yeah,
Like, no,
man.
we had went through the Congo and they had gave this. Like, I'm gonna say it, man. Interesting, like,
Facts, nigga.
word.
We
Like,
used this tree to
It's a
open
tree.
up a cave, nigga. We plugged it into it and shit opened up.
I had to turn the dial like
Yeah,
at 60
I would-
degrees
yo,
to the left
honestly,
and then
I
20
would've
degrees to the
believed
right to get this. Like,
I would have 100%.
I'd have been very bad. I'd have went to work the next day and shit. Like, yo, bro,
I
let me
wasn't
tell you how
remotely
this dude got
disappointed
this
by the
tree.
answer. It's a tree.
You know what? I gotta come up with an elaborate ass story now for that.
You gotta
See,
like,
now you got to come
This
out with
is
a
a
song.
tree of
You know what?
life.
Put it in the song.
Own
Put it in the song.
himself.
Put it in a song.
There
Put
you
it
go.
in the song.
Got you.
There you
Put
go.
it in the song.
Got you. Watch this.
But yeah. So speaking on this hip hop power shit, how strong hip hop is, y'all. I know most hip hoppers, y'all would probably know the page, but y'all know the page on Instagram. I Still Love Her.
Nah.
They do a
Nah.
lot of hip hop memes, a lot of hip hop news. So it's my homegirl Wanja. She's from She's from fucking Germany, and they have a hip hop political party that got cleared out there. Like I think it was last year. How crazy is that?
Wait, hold the fuck up, hold up.
A hip hop political party.
You heard that correctly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where is this at?
I think it's she's either from and I'm gonna mix up my ignorant ass, my Long Island ass. She's either from Russia or Germany, but I'm pretty sure it's Russia.
I doubt it's Russia.
Pretty sure
I mean,
Germany.
honestly, they're like in the
Germany.
same
It sounds pretty
neighborhood,
likely.
so
Yeah.
you can
It
just say
sounds pretty
Europe.
fucking likely in Germany.
But I saw it from her because like I follow her, like she does it's a dope hip hop page called I Still Love Her, but I.still.love.her, whatever, based off the Common song. But I follow her, like me and her are friends on Facebook, like we chop it up and shit, and she posted some shit about it. She posted like a whole article, and I was like, God damn, I'm like, hip hop started out here, like what are we doing?
Everything, nigga. Hip hop is worldwide. Hip hop is now political powerhouse. It has been for like 20 years.
Yeah, I mean, you got politicians getting rappers to try to sway votes.
Yeah.
Like that is the most
that
is the most mind blowing thing in the world.
Because a rapper has so much power. They're just a griot for the people, right? Yeah.
Oh,
so you hear politicians say their policies, whatever. You don't hear politicians drilling the shit in your head into a rhythm and a beat that you're fucking with. A rapper does that shit, that's gonna sway some people, bro. You're hearing something,
bro. Honestly, real talk.
You're just playing the song. Someone might say some shit, and I tell them, and I'm trying. Wonder why I'm looking for time, and I'm just biding. You might just keep thinking about that shit over and over and over and over.
Not even talking about now, but fucking 10 years ago, black folks wouldn't have known who Trump was if it wasn't for hip hop.
Word.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Especially cats who didn't have enough money to go to fucking gamble and go to, you know what I'm saying, Trump Towers and shit like that. But like, I heard his name a million times from every rapper that I was obsessed with growing up. And that's
I think Tupac even has like an interview where he talks about
everybody benching him because he was money to hip hoppers, so they spread his name. Even though the motherfucker had his bankruptcies and all that bullshit going on when he was messing up money. Everybody
still fucking models.
Yeah, and hip hoppers, but like that was like he was big in the hip hop community. He was big, but just his name, like he didn't have to do anything for it, but you knew who he was. You know what I'm saying? Just off of hip hop, even if you've never gambled a day in your life, you knew who the fuck he was. You know what I'm saying? If you listen to hip hop, you knew who he was. It's crazy, bro. Like that politics shit is strong.
So and look, like you say, just because of that, I bet if nobody mentioned him in rap, he wouldn't be as big as he is.
Probably not. Yeah, probably not.
You got motherfuckers making whole songs about him back in the day.
Yeah. And it works in other ways, bro. Obama probably wouldn't have been hated as much if that "My President Was Black" shit didn't drop immediately.
or him coming out to DJ Khaled's "All I Do Is Win."
Oh yeah, huge.
Yeah. So I mean,
imagine if you walked out to J-Rock Win.
You know what? If that song had came out while he was still in president, I think
that would have been one.
I think he would have. I would have.
Fire.
Like a wrestling intro.
I do it. I do it now. I do it now. Me and my girl have an argument, and she apologizes, and I know I won. Yeah. Oh, bro, I'm playing J-Rock.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro. Yo, it's crazy,
for the whole day,
like,
for the rest of the day.
Hip hop is very, very powerful. Like, think of till this day. I don't think we've gone a year since the song dropped where there hasn't been a TV commercial or a movie commercial where Power isn't the song for it. Like, think about how much Kanye still makes off that song.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, you got to look at everything.
Like,
I just had this conversation with my brother-in-law.
Every trailer has that. Every movie.
I was just arguing. All right, so small tangent, but it's relevant. Yeah. I was just arguing with my brother-in-law today because we were talking about versus battles. First, we were talking about the upcoming Ashanti and Keisha Cole. He was trying to make his case for Keisha Cole. I was making my case for Ashanti. I think that Ashanti is going to win, but it's not going to be a landslide. Ashanti's going to, but Ashanti has more longevity and what she has done for the game as hits-wise. She has more generational hits.
She has more,
whereas
she has
Keisha
way
Cole,
more generational hits. Like, there's a gap in Keisha Cole.
Whereas Keisha Cole, Keisha Cole has hits, but it's not hits. Whereas if Ashanti, you hear an Ashanti song, it's an Ashanti song. And Ashanti has written for like J-Lo. She's wrote for like all these other bigger artists. So when you hear
Ashanti ran songs,
the
2000s.
Ashanti. Yeah. Keisha Cole came at a time where Yo, bro, it's just at that point. So then
parents loved. Parents.
Right.
Like
so
Ja
then that
Rule
started
was the
snowballing.
equivalent of Pharrell putting out "Happy," the song. Like that was Ja Rule for us.
Yeah, pretty much.
You
pretty
know what I'm
much.
saying? That's just
It
crazy.
could do no wrong during that era, until they ran into G-Unit. But we'll get to that later. So
Jeffrey
that
Etienne.
snowballed. It snowballed into, who would go against Hov, who will go against Drake, who will go against, all these other artists and stuff. And we got to Kanye. And he's trying to make his case for Kanye, like who will go against Kanye. And I said Drake. I said Drake versus Kanye would be perfect. And he's like, oh, Drake doesn't have the type of timeless stuff that Kanye does. And I'm like, he does. Because you have to understand, Drake moves with each year. Each year he moves within that year. Since day one.
He started.
Whereas
Drake has
Kanye,
never had a slack of a year where he wasn't relevant or on the
Yeah,
radio.
he moves within
Drake
that
has
year.
a
So that
decade
year,
of #1 hits.
Decade.
You can't say shit.
whereas
decade.
Kanye has been in the game for like 3 decades. But the thing is, I get where he's saying where it's more where Kanye has timeless stuff, but the way that he tried to make his argument was that, all right, so Kanye has like more commercial hits. True. Kanye does have on a more commercial level because a lot of his music are played in movies, they're played in TV shows, they're playing commercials. Yeah. I mean, you got All the Lights. All the Lights was a huge single that got played on a lot of it got played on commercials. It got played on they chopped and screwed it and put it in movies and different things. Like Power is one of them. Everywhere. You got Jesus
Power
was
like Ford's, or Chevy's
Power
fucking truck song for a minute.
Power still is.
So I
that
get where
song
he's
still
coming
makes
from
me
with
want to
that.
fight.
Yeah. But then you got
sample?
Drake, whereas like he's saying Drake is more underneath the mainstream. And I can't say that because at the end of the day, I mean, Drake could drop a song right now and it may not be played in like a movie or something, but I guarantee it's gonna get into a commercial. You're going to hear it.
There's two different levels of stuff. Like for something to make it to a movie trailer or like, on all that sort of stuff, there's levels to that. And I get that, but like Drake's pull is kind of like the yin to the yang to that. Like if Kanye's making commercials and all that sort of stuff, Drake is making every single meme, every TikTok, every you know what I'm saying? All of that stuff, and that holds just as much weight as a TV commercial.
If anything,
nowadays
it holds more weight
a song on a TikTok holds way more weight than a commercial song.
Yeah, but you got to look at it like this. No. Here's the thing. You remember Drake all the time for every year, but how many Drake songs you really remember?
A lot. I'm a Drake fan, but
almost all of them.
Too. Same.
I remember the Drake songs I hate.
Song right now. Yeah, you could name a song right now, and I could probably spit you the hottest bar from that Drake song. I'm a huge Drake fan. Like I'm a huge Drake fan.
I even know,
but
like
I'm a Drake fan within
Drake
limits.
When he first came out.
I never did. I love Drake since when he came because So Far Gone to me was like. all right, put it this way. So Far Gone came out at a time where I needed So Far Gone.
Okay.
Like I needed it. It was just
I'm gonna tell you why Drake and Kanye can't go against each other. Because sonically it really doesn't make sense. Because Drake does not really do anything like Kanye does. Kanye makes a different type of music. It really does. If anything, you know what Drake sounds like? Drake sounds like a highly polished Joe Budden. That's what the fuck Drake sounds like.
You're crazy.
I don't know.
No, listen.
Drake is not as lyrical as
I'm not saying
Joe Budden. Listen, hear my point. Listen to it. Check the subject matter of both of them, right?
Oh yeah, sad boy. Oh, I'm a sad boy for life. Joe Budden is the lord of it.
That's John all the way. John is the ultimate sad boy.
How different is the subject matter?
Subject matter very similar.
No, this subject matter is very different. I mean, right? Because Joe Budden gets personal, but Joe Budden gets personal on a level where he's talking a lot about drugs. Not only that maybe he sold, but it's drugs that he's actually doing and admitting to.
Drake is like
admitting to his fuck ups. Whereas Drake is more like
a Budden. Like Drake is like I'm doing stuff that like
Drake is more
the
like
kids
I
are gonna
broke up with my girlfriend, so I'm gonna make Marvin's room. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Rihanna dumped me, but I'm still gonna ask her to do this record because it's that fire.
Yeah.
Like it's Drake is on a different type.
But I don't know,
can't
man,
really.
Like, Even if coming down to, because like Drake is very commercial. Like his stuff is very, but it's tailored for the mainstream. Budden is tailored for grown men in the underground. So like that's what's always going to keep them separated. If Budden wanted to make a hit at the mainstream, I know he could, because he's nice like that. Like he's dope. But as far as the verses, if we want to compare sonically and all that stuff, of course Kanye has an upper hand, but that's not verses. That's not the verses we've been doing.
Yeah, verses is gonna be verses is hit
Drake
for
would
hit.
have to do two different verses. He would have to do
they would have to go. They would have to go 40 rounds. They would have to go 40 rounds.
Yeah, it would have to be a 40
for
round
it to be
one.
fair.
You know who would go up against Drake? You know who makes sense to go up against Drake? Chris Brown.
No, not at all. Not for a
And
second.
I disagree. I disagree with that. And we had this argument. I had this argument earlier too, because my brother-in-law feels that Usher should go against him. Whereas I do feel Usher is a good. It's a good matchup, but I still feel Usher. See, the thing is, Chris Brown has so many songs.
Can go against a T-Pain.
Nah,
fairly.
He would kill T-Pain.
I don't know if who would kill T-Pain.
He would kill T-Pain.
I think T-Pain would put up a fight, because T-Pain had an era. You got to include the T-Pain that came out with the Wayne. You got to include the T-Wayne.
T-Pain is more like a. T-Pain has to go against like Tory.
Think about it. 20 rounds. T-Pain versus Chris Brown, like how
T-Pain versus
Chris
J.
Brown
Bro.
have 20 hits?
Nah, T-Pain can't go. J. Cole, and I had this argument too, because my brother-in-law feels
I don't
J.
think Chris
Cole.
Brown has 20 hits.
Chris Brown has hit. Yo, bro, Chris Brown has more number one hits. First of all, Drake just passed Chris Brown for number one hits.
What?
Chris Brown got nothing but hits, bro. Nothing but hits.
Chris Brown's a lot of hits.
Every album that he's dropped, every single album he's dropped, at least one of the songs on the album have made it into the top 5.
I'm about to check some Carfax right now.
Go ahead. Let's fact check this.
We checked the rap facts.
Chris Brown does not have that many hits.
Yes, he fucking bro. He's a lot. It's a lot.
20
hits.
He has hits.
What about Chris Brown versus Justin Bieber?
Look at this.
Justin Bieber's catalog is not that big.
Chris Brown on Billboard is buns right now.
I would like to see that though.
Hold on, we about to go on the global Billboard, the 200. Chris Brown has 2 songs. All right, let's jump on the global US, 1 song. Come on, and the Hot 100. He's got 16. Talk nice to me. Carfax, check.
I said top 10. I said top 10 songs. I ain't say number 1.
I'm telling you, I'm just saying
10.
he doesn't have that many. I'm just saying. And Chris Brown, I don't have no problem with his music. It's just Chris Brown, one, to me, has never put out a classic album, and I just don't think he has hits like that. Like he puts out party music. Party music, it may play in every club when we was growing up. It played in every club we went to.
We can't put Chris Brown in a genre. We can't really put Chris Brown in a genre.
We can, because his rap stuff was only tapes.
No, I'm not even talking about rap. I'm talking about like as far as pop and R&B. He's in that middle ground. He's a hybrid pop R&B. Yeah,
he does both.
But I do like that Justin Bieber versus Chris thing, because I like Justin Bieber.
Justin Bieber, Chris.
I think Justin.
100%.
Yeah, I think
work. Because it fits the timelines too. They both did stuff when they were young to when they got up there. But I don't know, like if he's not like there's certain nice. There you go, yeah, that's the background. It's a good time. But there's certain artists like I would like to see, like there's like Jay-Z. You know, I want to see him go up against somebody.
Everybody wants him to go against Lil Wayne.
Which I think would work.
Yeah. That makes sense.
That makes sense.
That makes sense.
The only difference, the only way that doesn't make sense is sound-wise. If that makes sense, you know what I'm saying? Like, because like if you think about Lil Wayne's progression, his stuff really wasn't built for like the New York sound until later.
But the thing is,
and
Lil
Jay-Z
Wayne didn't really
just
take
New York. So like a Southerner is not gonna be like, "Yo, Jay-Z's winning," and then a New Yorker isn't
first of all,
be like,
Southern people do not like Jay-Z.
That's what I'm saying.
They'd be like Jay-Z's not the. First of all, Jay-Z's the GOAT. He's on my Mount Rushmore of rap. There's no way that you could talk about rap and not talk about Hov. Yeah.
But
like,
see,
Hov has made such an impact on rap.
Weird contrast, like that to me, like that's a good versus. Just like if you want to do the numbers, but like for me, I don't care for it. You know, I like both, but like for me, I'm not like I want something like I want like the Jada Kiss and Fab was big for me.
That was big for me too.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like if I want to see someone go against Wayne, I want Wayne to go against another person.
But that's why they were saying they were saying that T.I. should go against Wayne.
That would be fire.
Nah.
That'd be fire. But like to
They
the south,
saying it if we're gonna
south,
keep it
that's
south,
huge.
if they're gonna
Listen,
keep it
to the
south, it
south,
should either be
like
little.
this.
It should either be T.I. or Rick Ross going against Wayne.
No.
If they said if they're gonna keep it southern,
T.I. should go
I like the
against
Rick
50.
Ross one.
Oh,
I've been saying T.I. should go up against 50.
T.I. would
I don't think
50.
T.I. I don't think T.I. First of all, 50 has hits, but 50 has it's not hits. It's not like it's hits 50, to us because we're New York niggas.
The only thing 50 really has, if you want to put something, no one can beat anything off of Get Rich. But once that album's done, that album's not 20 songs.
Oh yeah, that's it. You 50 has 16 songs to work with, and then he has nothing after.
Yeah. So you have a fight against those songs. But if all they have to do is win like 4 of those rounds, and it's a wrap. You know,
yeah, that's a
4
fact.
or 5 of those rounds, and
that's
it's
a
wrap.
fact.
So it's like
that's
very
fact.
and they're not like, let's keep it a buck. As much as I wish verses would be like, hey, mixtape stuff. You know, we lost Walko, but like mixtape stuff, that'd be gas. But it's just not a thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, but yeah, there's some verses, like there's some real. I think I like the debates of verses more than the actual verses, because then it brings artists to the light. You know what I'm saying?
All right. So how about this? Who would you put up?
Okay. I want to do for the Not Your Man's page. I was like, yo, I want to do an underground verses and just throw polls out there. I used to do back in the day before I lost my love for it.
Apathy.
I used to do the.
Who would you put up against Apathy?
Apathy, Evidence.
Oh,
easily, and that'd be fire, and that'd be gas.
I don't know. I'll probably put a Problem. Mine, I'll probably put a Problem.
Problem's fire.
That's what I'm saying. I will put a Problem.
Nah, Evidence. Because they both do their own beats too.
Yeah, exactly. That's that way. Yeah, you could either do.
So
like,
who would y'all
Evidence.
put up against Problem? King Los. Ooh, that'd be good.
Ooh.
King Los versus Problem.
King Los is one of those people who always lets me down because he just don't give me the music I know he can make.
But King Los is so fire,
he's
bro. I love
fire.
He's stupid. I
fire.
love King
but
Los.
I feel
man.
like he doesn't give us the music that we know he can.
Wretch. You could put Wretch up against Problem.
Oh,
okay. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
I'm here.
Yeah.
I like.
Yo, what happened to that nigga's Instagram page? That shit was the greatest thing ever. When
Dude,
the pandemic started.
He probably did what I did and attached it to Facebook, and Facebook started flagging.
Did either you see the shit
he
that
probably
was
pulled
going
the
on
Travis
his page?
Scott.
Bro, he had motherfuckers on there shooting up and shit.
Yo,
I swear that on everything I love. He had people playing Russian roulette.
That was wild.
I'm watching this shit like, nah. He was like, yo, go in there and slap your mother. Yo, this nigga went in the room and slapped the shit out of his mother. And she said, why'd you hit me? He went, that's what you get, bitch. I was like, yo, bro, look this shit up. Look at this on YouTube.
Bro.
He was making them do this shit for a digital thumbs up.
Yeah. Oh, it's wild out here.
That's crazy.
The internet, man. The internet's just fun like that. Yo,
the internet is a wild beast.
The quarantine when everybody was just going nuts on live, bro. What happened?
First of all, Tory had the most lit
insane
quarantine.
Insane.
and I mean, and it's crazy because what's his face? Boozy really was trying to top it, and for a
Boosie's
second
too,
he really was.
Boosie's was
he
good.
really was, but Tory was like that was crazy.
Tory's was good because Tory had like the production side of it.
But
Boosie,
it looked like he was just having so much
Boosie
fun.
Is just funny. Boosie is just hilarious.
Listen, Boosie needs a television show.
Yep.
Yeah.
Riff Raff needs a fucking television show.
Wow. I'm here for that too. I'm here for that. We need to get Riff Raff need to get an FX show like Lil Dicky did.
Yeah.
We need that side of it. We need that side of it.
And have Donald Glover write it.
Facts.
That'd be first of all, did y'all hear Donald Glover's working on new music?
Isn't this like I hope it's rap.
Listen,
I hope it's rap. We've had
let me tell you something about Donald Glover.
What it was said, it said that Childish Gambino's back. It's gonna be another break the internet.
Listen, I hate him. Let me tell you why I hate him.
Okay, why do you hate him? Is it a good hate or a bad hate?
They just have too much. It's just not fucking fair.
Oh yeah,
bro.
I mean, he has a
Tony.
Man.
He has an Emmy. He has a Grammy.
What's crazy is like he came up from such humble beginnings.
He's trying to get an Oscar.
I think he has an Oscar.
Nah, he was nominated. He was nominated for an Oscar. Yeah. He never got it.
Grammy, Emmy, Oscar, Tony Award-winning writer.
Oh yeah.
Where does he have
did you
time to
guys-
make music?
Did you guys read that?
Yeah.
He was
It's
doing.
crazy.
He wrote
It's crazy.
him and I think it's him and his brother. They wrote a script for a Deadpool TV series that got turned.
Yeah,
it was
and
amazing.
it got greenlit,
And then they took it down.
and then they canceled it.
It was
bro.
amazing.
But
I
no,
read that
from
whole
what I'm
script, and
hearing,
it was so good.
he already pitched it to Disney.
Read-
and Disney is trying to put it
It's
on
online.
Hulu.
It's still online. Read it. It's good as hell. And I'm a comic guy. I like to read. I read the whole thing. I was like, yo, this is fantastic.
Yeah, it is. It's almost better than the movie.
Nah,
Like
chill, it
for
was
a
great. Nah, it was
cartoon
close. Yeah, no,
song.
for a series,
Yeah,
it was a great
that's
idea.
what I'm saying. Yeah,
Nah,
I
but
mean, and you could
he's
see where he was
stupid
going with
talented.
it.
What's
He's
crazy
such a fan of like
everything he
everything.
does,
Like it's
yeah.
just dope.
When I got into him back in the day,
human.
he used to do
Yeah.
used to do the Derek comedy shit, and I used to think that was like stupid, when the internet first started. And he started putting out these tapes, these I don't talk tapes, and I was like, oh, this dude raps with like a weird baby voice. That's when he started doing the childish shit. But I remember like keeping in touch, and I remember when he dropped Cul-de-sac before he dropped that 4-piece that got him signed, and I was like, this is crazy dope. Like, what the hell am I listening to? And I was always like, when J. Cole, so him and J. Cole, from a lot of people don't know, him and J. Cole dropped his first album, and on the same day that Camp dropped. And I was always one of those people like, and that was when Wale dropped his too. And I was like, nah, listen to Childish. And nobody was giving him listens. And I was like, yo, I'm telling you, out of all the albums that dropped, this is the best one that dropped. And like,
Nobody started listening to him until because of the internet. Because of the internet, skyrocketed him.
And
like that's what really propelled him.
Because he blew up on the underground with the EP, the 4-piece EP. That's what got him signed.
Yeah.
And then he dropped Camp as his like sophomore album. It was amazing.
I mean, Camp. There's still one song on it where like he just went totally nuts, and I was just like, and then he dropped the mixtape right before because of the internet, and that mixtape was like, I was just like, yo, this kid could fucking rap, bro. And then because of the internet dropped, and it's probably still one of my favorite albums.
It's incredible. Hey man,
it was what was that? The fucking one with the blue chick on the cover.
Oh yeah, the one that the Get Out, the one with the song with Redbone on it.
Oh yeah. That's The Awoken or something like
something
that.
My Love or something.
Awaken My Love.
Awaken My Love. There you go.
That shit.
Fire.
That shit was different.
And it was a game.
That shit was different.
That was his. That was his. I tell people
that
all
was
the time.
like,
that was his
what?
808s. That was his 808s and Heartbreaks.
Nah, nigga, that was a Chico DeBarge album. I'm trying to tell you.
I mean, I like that album though. Like,
I rock with Chico DeBarge.
Dope.
Yeah. I like that album, man. That album it was cool. Fire. It was cool.
It's
man.
just
I like
he
that
gave
album.
us so much rap that when he dropped that, it shocked people. But I love it, bro. I'm like, you kidding me? That shit, that was something my moms would listen to and not tell me, I'll turn your shit off. Like, that was a vibe, bro.
Listen, the time that was going on, I wasn't really listening to him like that. I was bumping Crip all fucking day.
Don't even get me started. So underrated. It's disgusting.
All day.
It's disgusting how underrated Big Crit is. Don't even get me started, bro. That upsets me. But damn. So, as usual, I don't want to be the guy to cut you off, but we've been on for like an hour, man. This is usually where we gotta, you know what I'm saying? Where we gotta, all right, man, we having too much fun.
Hit the cut.
Nah, but yo, real shit.
Yeah, man.
Yo,
we definitely gotta get you back on for another episode.
Listen,
we gotta
you
get
gotta
on for a
listen to
review
Two
episode.
Impossible. You gotta listen to Two Impossible. So when you hear that shit,
we'll talk nice about it. Hey, but we definitely would like to have you come back on. You can even jump on and do like we have like our review segments where we actually go through the projects of the week. If you ever want to, it's all good. But before we do this sign out thing, let everybody know where to follow you, all that hip hop shit, get your drops going, do your thing. It's your window.
Yeah, get on my Instagram at Twin Gambit at TWIN_Gambit GAMBIT. You know what I'm saying? Same thing on Facebook. Just Google that shit, pull it up. It's on your fucking Spotify, on iTunes, Shazam, Siri. I'm probably somewhere in your TikTok just being mischievous with it. You feel me?
TikTok money's real.
Yeah. Let me get a hold of that. Let me get a hold of that. Let me get my
you got the music
Jake Paul on.
You got the music for it. Get some actors out here and you straight.
Yo,
Jake Paul. Yo, speaking of Jake Paul, he just got approved. He's doing an exhibition with Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah, he's doing bro, my phone died. I'm so sorry.
It's all good.
No, that's all good. Listen, Floyd Mayweather's gonna knock him the fuck out.
Yeah. But if he can,
it's an exhibition. I don't think.
Nah, he's too big. He's not gonna play with that big motherfucker. Floyd Mayweather's 140 pounds. You gotta remember that. That nigga's not. He's little.
But he's dangerous. That accuracy and that vet status, he's a scary dude.
Yeah, man, that's true.
But yo, man.
But
again,
like I was saying before, I'm definitely gonna check out your album after we get off the podcast and everything. I'll shoot you a message, let you know how I think about it. You know what I'm saying? If it's trash, you won't hear from me. But
yo, high key.
Yo,
coming from someone who's bumped both of y'all, I think both of y'all would put out really good music.
Get at me. What's up?
We could work, man. I'll send you a link of my music and everything. But I like the intro, man. I'm telling you, I ran it back like 3 different times, and like I just couldn't really give the whole album my full listen to because Rome Streets was just like, that's all I listened to.
He was pervading the air.
Bro, it's just
intricate.
It blamed John. John sent it. He was like, "Yo, review this," and I'm like, "All right, cool." And then it was just Eddie. Everything else was just like, this is just not good. This is not good. Like, what am I? I'm gonna listen to this again. Like.
Yeah.
That was a really good album, but I'm definitely gonna check your album out, man. And you gotta definitely come back to the show sometime soon, man.
Definitely, man. Always welcome. You always welcome to come chop it up with us, man.
Word, hit me.
All right, man. Yo, peace, man. Stay up.
Y'all ready?
Peace.
2 taps, salute.